Hey guys, Jim here again. Hope you're having fun. Well, today is Monday. It's a new day for some, new week for others, and a new year for a lot of people too. Gung Hei Fat Chua, even though I'm not Chinese. So, there's a tragedy that happened, of course, the worst shooting incident since Uvalde, uh, not too far from where I live here. Um, and it was quite a tragedy. Now, I don't usually talk about things like this because this is all about SongNet and everything else, but it has a lot to do with what we are all about. We all have lives. We all have things that we're passionate about, and as artists, we express those things. So even though this is a tragedy, we're going to be seeing people that will be taking advantage of this. Of course, people exploiting the grief, people exploiting the news, but also there are people that are going to be able to reflect on what's going on, and they'll be able to talk about the things that happened and the reasons why certain things are important. You know, violence is something that doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to be tolerated. There are so many other alternatives, yet unfortunately, there are a lot of people that still resort to violence because that's in their nature. Fortunately, I don't have any friends or relatives or anything that were directly involved with this particular mass shooting situation. But because communities are close enough, I know that eventually I will hear about some people who have relatives, friends that were involved with this and, were either injured or killed. And I think about those things because, they are people. Even though they're people that I've never personally met directly, they're still people that had a life, people that had something important to say. And hopefully they had an opportunity to say it. I was at well, in fact, every funeral that I go to, it says a lot about a person because quite often a funeral is a time when, I see this all the time. Friends and relatives that haven't seen each other for a while, even people that have animosity towards each other, still come to celebrate and remember that life that was taken or the life that is no longer with us. And by their coming together, that person actually did some healing because in their passing, people that would never have talked to each other otherwise come together to remember one thing in common. Today is a very busy day for me, but not for the reasons that most people would get. Some of you know that I do I have to do like an eye injection once a month, pretty much, and today is that day. So I don't do a whole lot. I sit around and stuff just to keep the pressure out of my eye. But I still get things done. There's a lot of things that I can do. I can't even get online too much because, being one-eyed like that gives me a headache and a half, man. But I still do what I can. I'm still able to make phone calls. I'm still able to write stuff, play guitar a little bit. And those are the things that are important to me. And hopefully they're things that you can do, regardless of what's going on in your life, that you can do. I mean, we have lives that are important, and I hope that you all understand that. Times when you're depressed, times when you're down, you can still say, hey, I'm here for a reason. I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. And you'll be able to make a difference because you'll be able to think that way. So anyway, with SongNet, we had an incredible showcase, even though it was a very small showcase. We saw an incredible showcase in spite of the cold and everything else. Steve hopefully will be able to figure out how to get the file uploaded because we did have a little bit of a problem with our internet at the farm, but we still somehow were able to record it, I believe. So we'll see how that works out. Got a few pictures up on our website and up on our Facebook page, so that's always good. And there are other things coming up as well. We have Bobby Borg coming up next week. Bobby Borg kind of started out with us in some ways because he wrote a book called The Musician's Handbook, which is a great book. It's a very easy read, And since then, he's done several revisions and additions to all that. And he's written some other books too that are really good. So I encourage you to check those things out. Bobby Borg will be our guest speaker on February 1st. So make sure you put that in your calendars. It's 7 o'clock California time. Be online. Email showcase@songnet.info to get that link, because you're going to want to check this one out for sure. You can submit your music so you can listen to it. You can ask questions, all that good stuff. And hopefully we'll see you there. I've also got a gig at the end of the month, which is going to be really good. I'm really actually the end of this week. Wow, already. I'm looking forward to that too. Looking forward to seeing some of you guys there. And it's always going to be good. So remember to live in the moment, because the journey is often the destination, and that's for real. Have a good one.